If there is one truth every man eventually learns, it's this. The world doesn't punish you for being kind. It punishes you for being available without value. And today, on the Stoic Flame, you're about to hear 20 behaviors that can save you from wasting your time, your confidence, and your self-respect. Listen closely. Some of these might hurt, but they will set you free. Stop giving attention to women who ignore you. In a social experiment, a man kept liking and replying to a woman's posts while she never noticed him. Another man ignored her completely, and she messaged him first. Attention without return becomes invisible. When you give energy too freely, people treat you like decoration. Your attention only matters when it is earned. Do not explain your standards. Live 10. At a dinner table, one man listed all the qualities he would never tolerate in a partner. He sounded defensive. Another man stood up calmly when a woman disrespected a server. He never said a word about his values, yet everyone respected him more. Real standards do not need announcements. They reveal themselves in your silence. Never chase a woman who makes you earn basic respect. On a dating show, a woman ignored a man until he begged for attention. When she finally complimented him, he smiled like he won something. Viewers cringed. They could see he was starving for crumbs. Simping begins when you tolerate small insults, just to stay close to someone who doesn't see your worth. Control your smile when you're excited. Two men greeted the same woman. One leaned forward with a huge grin. She leaned back. The other smiled softly and stayed grounded. She leaned toward him. Excitement is natural, but when you show too much, too fast, you give away your emotional power. Your calm presence speaks louder than your enthusiasm. Do not give gifts before you are respected. A man bought expensive concert tickets for a girl he liked. She accepted, went to the show, thanked him and blocked him the next day. She never saw him as anything serious. Generosity without mutual interest turns you into an emotional vending machine. Give only when the energy is equal. Never reward disrespect with kindness. In class, a girl mocked a guy's answer. He smiled and tried to make peace. It only made her roll her eyes. Another man simply said, "That wasn't cool," and moved on. The room respected him. Being kind doesn't mean sacrificing your dignity. False peace is the first step toward becoming someone's doormat. Dobatex, Winjore, left unread. One guy kept messaging, getting more friendly and desperate with each text. The woman showed her friends, and they laughed. Another man sent one message and disappeared. She reached out days later. Silence is powerful. A lack of reply is already a reply. Do not brag to impress anyone. A man talked non-stop about his salary, his car, and his gym routine. The woman nodded politely and walked away. Another man asked thoughtful questions, and she stayed with him the entire night. Bragging reveals insecurity, not confidence. Real value doesn't need a stage. Keep your compliments rare and specific. One man told a woman she was beautiful every few minutes, until the words became meaningless. Another complimented her focus once, then moved on. She thought about it all day. When you say less, your words weigh more. Do not change your opinions to win approval. In a group debate, a man shifted his stance just to impress the woman he liked. She said it made him look weak. Another man stayed firm, respectful, and confident. She followed him after. Agreement isn't attractive. Integrity is. Never talk down on other men to look better. One guy insulted another man all night, hoping to impress a girl. She left with the guy he attacked. People aren't blind. Tearing others down highlights your insecurity, not your value. Rise without pushing anyone down. Do not orbit women who friend-zone you. One man stayed by a woman's side for years, hoping she would change her mind. She dated other men and only called him when they broke her heart. He felt used. Friendship isn't a waiting room. If feelings aren't mutual, distance is your upgrade. Stop asking for validation. At a dance event, one man kept asking, "Was that good?" after every move. People cringed. Another man simply danced and enjoyed himself. Confidence doesn't need permission. Approval seeking kills attraction instantly. Do not chase someone who disrespects your time. A girl stood a man up twice and gave dry excuses. He still asked her out again. She ignored him completely. When someone wastes your time, your absence is the only correct response. Time is your currency. Spend it wisely. Stop checking in constantly. One man kept asking a girl if she reached home safely or ate dinner. She replied with emojis and grew distant. Another man sent one message and never followed up. She started messaging him more. Caring is good, but overcaring without return becomes background noise. Never rush to fix her problems. A man offered to help a woman move houses after 1 week of knowing her. She accepted, then disappeared afterward. Another man said he was busy and wished her luck. She kept messaging him. Save your effort for those who match it. Health should be earned, not handed out like charity. Do not make women your purpose. In a support group, a man said he built his identity around female attention. He felt empty when he didn't get it. Another man pursued skill, discipline, and peace. He became magnetic without trying. Purpose gives you gravity. Do not fear being disliked for standing your ground. One man changed his stance every time a woman disagreed. Another stayed firm and respectful. She seemed more drawn to him. Women don't want to guide a man's mind. They want a man who can think on his own. Stop over at brunch. A man said sorry for everything, even things he didn't cause. It drained the room. Another man simply owned his words. People respected him. Apologizing should be sincere, not automatic. And finally, stop making her beauty your only talking point. One man told a woman she was pretty 3 times in 5 minutes. She left quickly. Another man ignored her appearance and complimented her insight on art. She stayed. Beauty gets attention. Depth keeps it. These 20 behaviors are not about games. They are about self-respect, about protecting your attention, your time, your energy, and your identity. If this message spoke to you, support this video so it reaches more men who need it. Subscribe to the Stoic Flame for more truth, more clarity, and more power. And now tell me, in the comments, what behavior hit you the hardest?